Hey guys, Paul from PABrewNews. Just switched shifts. Just got home. It's pretty late at night. Don't get home until 1 in the morning, somewhere in there. I want to do a really quick beer review. So I'm not in my usual spot. Just in the chillax chair. So, got a beer here from Victory Brewing Company, Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Right off Route 30. What beer? Check it out. They're Hoppy Quad. So their hoppy version of their Vive 12. This is a Belgian style quad with Cascade, Chinook, Centennial, and Mosaic hops. This was 13% alcohol by volume, so it's a good nightcap for me, absolutely. And it says enjoy by May 15th, 2018. So they consider this in date. I don't know about the hops, but the beer overall. I don't really care about glassware right now because there's so much. It's a 750. I won't be able to properly get this into Belgian glass or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you can see here, it pours not like a quad, but like an IPA or a tripel. Very light straw colored, golden honey. Soft, slow carbonation going up, showing that there is a viscosity to this beer with a little finger of head. If I give it a little blankets of alcohol, legs, sticking. Yeah, you do get a little bit of a hint of a dankness, a little perfuminess, soft pine, even a little bit of a note of grapefruit, not grapefruit, of pineapple in that dankness. Softest bit of a floral note though. There is a little bit of an herbal floral note coming too. Grapefruit, getting a little twinge of a alcohol, so that some of the strange fruit you get from the alcohol, but also I'm getting a little bit of like a candied sugar kind of a smell. Something that reminds me of like a beet sugar, something like that's coming out of this as well. So there's lots of different nuances. Let's get into this. Cheers. Dry. It's drying. Even though it's a nice medium, trying to push to that full side of a medium mouthfeel in that retrospective area, it dries it out still. So there is some nice body to this. There's a breadiness to this one for sure. Hints of caramel, hints of that, like those little candied sugars, as I said. But it is bathed in this bitterness. Soft hints of grapefruit. Soft hints of that soft dankness, that little bit, that pineapple note I mentioned way in the back there. Really earthy, drying. There is that subtle perfuminess and a hint of, I have shorts on. Hint of perfuminess and a hint of that floral quality, but they're very low key. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. You can get hints of it between that grapefruit and those subtle pine, soft dank notes, resiny dank notes. Very interesting brew. Very. It's trying to do one thing, and the other thing's pulling it back. And the other one wants to do this, and the other thing's pulling it back. It's one of those kind of deals, because it is a big beer, and there's a lot of body to this, a lot of malt base to this. So it's interesting to see how the malts are trying to, or the hops are trying to drag it down and dry it out and do these things. I think you're getting a little bit of that soft straw hay quality and that breadiness from the malts or from the yeast, not from any of the hops or anything like that. There is a subtle hint of that floral note, but the straw hay, those kind of qualities, that breadiness is coming from the yeast. There's a lot of nuances to this beer. Now, if you're a huge just quad fan, this is a little bit lackadaisical on the quad side. But it's like a tripel on steroids with a shit ton of hops, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, that you have to look at it that way. Their regular quad still falls a little short on the quad category, if you know what I mean. a little bit more darker, richer on different notes and stuff. And it was a nice, but it was a little on the thin side, and it didn't have a lot of those huge quad characteristics to start with. So for what this is, it is very nice. I will enjoy sipping on it. It's easy to drink. A little bit of drying, a little bit of alcohol warmth right about here. Overall, it's not bad. Not the best beer I've had from Victory from their series and stuff like that. I miss their like Red Thunders and like all those things. I miss those. But overall, for what it is, I think I give it, it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. It's definitely worth buying again. Definitely worth trying. 13% alcohol by, like, yay. You know what I mean? Like, it is tasty. But that's where I'm just going to put it on the scale for a hoppy quad. Falls a little short on the quad category. So 8.5 is about right for me. It's a little bit, it's above solid though for the overall take on this beer, because the hops are doing their thing. The malts are there, the breadiness is there. It's trying to get there. You're getting hints of that, those candied sugars. And there is a lot of body to this beer. But those hops come in and they just want to drain it out. But it's not bad at all. I think a lot of people would like this. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. This has been PABrewNews. Cheers.